What is meeting structure? Now, the term structure refers to the plan or design of the meeting. Like any plan, the meeting structure you create can be exquisitely detailed, covering everything from the agenda to the layout of the room to the parking arrangements and the format you'll use to publish your reports afterwards. Or it can be really simple. Just a time, your purpose and desired outcomes, and a group of willing people. In this section, we're going to look at the fundamental requirements for structuring a meeting that works, so you'll have a solid foundation for building your plans, from the simple to the elaborate, going forward. Now remember the requirements for an effective meeting. 1, a clear purpose stating why you're meeting. 2, a way for everyone invited to participate. And 3, the creation of tangible results or desired outcomes. So this is that PMQ plus NPI equals an effective meeting. A meeting that feels like a good use of time and creates a positive business value. That's our baseline. How do you make sure your meeting hits these marks? Well, the best way to structure a meeting will depend on the kind of meeting you need to run. You know, for example, that a really fabulous project meeting works quite differently than an interview with a new job candidate. That said, all quality meetings share the same underlying structure, a 3-part process designed to help a group think together. And the good news is that once you know this 3-step process, you can use it to make any meeting effective. Now, eventually, you'll want to get more specific and design all your critical meetings to best match your team. But there's no reason you have to wait to figure all that out before you can start. So let's look at the 3-step structure underlying every good meeting, and then I'll teach you 2 ways to use it: the single topic agenda and the real-time agenda. To understand the 3 parts of a decent meeting, we'll start by looking at the calendar. So here you can see that for every meeting, there is a time before and a time after. Now, before the meeting, all the folks are out there doing whatever it is they're doing, and their minds are on other things. You know, maybe some of them are coming from another meeting. Some of them were deep in concentration. Some may have been dealing with sick kids, or traffic, or indigestion, or, cat videos. I mean, who knows? Well, certainly you don't. So the first thing you need to do when you start a meeting is get everyone's head in the game. Whatever they were doing before, they need to get in there and focus on what you're doing now. That's step 1. Focus. Once you've got folks focused, you can work through whatever it is you're there to do. That's step 2. Do the work. Then, after your meeting, everyone's going to go out and ideally will do something. If you're creating those tangible results, there will be actions people are meant to take. But too often, the meeting ends and people get swept up in other things, and it's as if your meeting never happened. If you want your meeting to be effective, to have that net positive impact that means work actually gets done because of it, you need to wrap it up. That's step 3. Let's look closer at each part. During the focus step, your team is going to learn who's there and why they're there. At a very minimum, this means you'll state the meeting purpose. For example, we're here to decide on the new building, or we're here to check the progress on the space launch. Whatever it is. This is also a great time to have everyone briefly check in. So icebreakers, introductions, asking everyone what they most want to get out of the meeting. These are all different ways to get people thinking about the meeting and participating right away. After all, it's hard to hide out on your phone in a corner when you're supposed to be talking. Now, once you've got the group focused on the meeting, on the purpose, and participating together, you can move into the main event. All kinds of ways this can go. But if you're just getting started, simply have a conversation and try to keep it focused on the purpose. Then, when you have 5 to 10 minutes left, you're going to move to the third step and wrap it up. Specifically, you want to make sure everyone knows any decisions made, action items like who will do what by when, and the next meeting date. So you go over each one of these and make sure they're super clear so that whoever is taking notes can send this information out right afterward. It's important that you never skip this step. Now, as you know from personal experience, these details are too hard to remember once people move on and get distracted. Getting these key results out to everyone in writing is the difference between a meeting that gets work done and one that just took up time. Okay, quick recap. There's a 3-step process underlying every decent meeting. Step 1, get focused. Step 2, do the work. And step 3, wrap it up. This structure makes sure everyone is thinking together about the topic of your meeting. You're all engaged with the same part of the conversation at the same time. Now, in the next lecture, I'll show you 2 simple ways to put this structure to work.